Welcome and thank you for coming to our celebration of the 50 years of the Cuban Revolution. This meeting has been organised by Rock Around the Blockade, which was set up in 1995 to build a movement in Britain in solidarity with Cuba. We believe that the best way to provide support for Cuba is to build an anti-imperialist socialist movement here in Britain. So what have we done? Well, we've sent 10 brigades to Cuba, providing material aid for Cuban youth. We hold protests, street events, meetings, day schools, film showings, gigs, fundraisers, and other events. In spring 2002, we held our first speaking tour of 2 Union of Young Communist activists, and it was in February 2008 in this very hall that we had our inaugural meeting of our second speaking tour. It was our most ambitious project to date, a speaking tour across Britain of 3 Cuban revolutionaries, including Orlando Borrego, comrade and deputy to Che Guevara. So we want to say thank you again to the Venezuelan Embassy for hosting us and our events. We know that many of you, like ourselves, will have felt torn about attending today because of a feeling compelled to protest against the most recent bloody onslaught on Gaza. But obviously, we planned this event many months ago, and indeed the 50th anniversary of the Cuban Revolution is a monumentous event to be celebrating and discussed. Cuba inspires. Cuba inspires poor and oppressed people around the world. It inspires with the incredible welfare system it has created. It inspires with its ability to send doctors, teachers and other personnel into poor countries and poor communities. It inspires by speaking out loudly against injustice, war and oppression. Despite being a small, blockaded island that has long been isolated and under constant threat from the largest military power in the world, the United States of America, Cuba inspires people by its ability to resist imperialism. And among the people it inspires are the Palestinian people. For 50 years, Cuba has condemned Israeli occupation of Palestinian land and the repression of the Palestinian people. Today, however, Cuba's voice in Latin America is not alone. Both revolutionary governments in Venezuela and Bolivia have recently broken off diplomatic relations with Israel, condemning Israel's bloody offensive as genocide against the Palestinian people. So although we are not demonstrating today, by being here, by celebrating the achievements of the Cuban Revolution, we are still saying, Palestine, we are with you. We are still saying, one struggle, one fight.